Hi everybody, Peter Costantino here. I'm here to do that video that I said I would do, kind of my first Q&A, and I really gave a lot of thought of how exactly to do the first one, because I could fill hours and hours worth of time, and I want to respect your time. So I thought the initial one I would just do kind of a basic life before and after being severely super morbidly obese. So I will just get into it. One of the questions that's asked me a lot is what was my heaviest weight? The heaviest weight that I was ever recorded at was 555 pounds. I was about, and I was heavier. That's just, that's the most that was I ever saw in a number. I was about an 84-inch waist, a 9XL, and I do have a pair of pants from back then. I just, to kind of give you an idea, but it's, it's so, yeah. See, it's just it's tremendously, yeah. You can imagine it's pretty hard to function, do anything, and move at that size, and then it was. So, when I was a little kid, and I'll just briefly go into it. There's more details in my story out there if you want to, and I'll provide that information for you at the end. But when I was a little kid, some things happened I was taken advantage of, and the way that trauma was dealt with was overeating. And I know from experience of talking to a lot of other people that a lot of people that become morbidly obese have suffered some type of trauma. Anyhow, being overweight's all I ever knew. I mean, I ate and ate as a kid, and just the disease and the sickness got worse and worse and worse, because morbid obesity, it's an addiction and a disease at the same time. And, so I don't have any memories of life, where I am not overweight. And I'll show you some pictures right here. Okay, so now, like I said, really never having many experiences as a child, just being made fun of, and it drove me into the ground, and it made it worse and worse. And I started that blaming the world and all these different things. Well, fast forward, I'm in my 20s, and the obesity is gotten to the point where I can't even walk, move. The way people stare and things like that made fun of me was just so astronomical that I became a hermit. I mean, I wouldn't leave. I went on Social Security disability because I was so obese I could barely move. But the psychological damage being done was just tremendous. And one of the things I share in my story, and I know people out there that's struggling. I'll never forget those, what that was like. Anyhow, to sum it up, like I said, I could shoot this video for hours. Believe me, I could. But, so we go and we go and we go, and, did many things. And I'll do some future videos kind of more detailing how I did it. But to generalize it, when I was 35 years old, I started walking my dogs and made that decision, and then that eventually, over the course of a summer, led me to a gym. And that's, really the first time in my life going to a gym is where I really left a lot of my comfort zone and really started interacting with people. And, I was over 500 pounds when I walked in that gym. When I think back, I remember how terrified I was, but I can also remember saying that I was going to do this or die. There was no in between. Initially, I went to the gym and started in the pool, and people started, befriending me and were pretty kind to me, and that really kept me going. And life happened during the course. I'm coming up with my 5th year of training at the gym, and this course of up and down, and injuries, and when you go on a weight loss journey, it's so easy to have things happen. Well, during my journey, my mother died in my arms, and so You know, I missed one day at the gym, only one. Nothing was going to stop me, and that's continuing the journey was the way I honor my mother, because the drive to keep going, that came from my mom. My mom was a fighter. My mom had a lot of arthritis in her life and things like that, and she taught me, don't let anything stop you from going after what you want. So that's where my work ethic came, most definitely. And you know, it hurts to train when you're really heavy. So, you know, I was able to absorb that and keep going. You know, I've gotten to do some pretty cool stuff. You know, the Pioneer Press covered my story. Gotten to go to Mr. and Mrs. Minnesota as a special guest. I've given lots of speeches to people. I love sharing my story and just letting it raise up other people, because, folks, I'm just a person. I mean, I've had to learn how to live from the ground up. I mean, you don't learn a lot when Social Security keeps sending you the money. You know, I've had to learn how to manage finances, how to, you know, make money for myself. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've had to learn. I mean, I'm a person that really had to rebuild, and continues, believe me, because rebuild my life from the floor up, and really learn how to live and how to socialize with people. Some of the highlights from losing all this weight, my God, the freedom of being able to buy clothes, fit into chairs, folks, just really being able to live. Being able to live. Those are the greatest victories. They truly are, you know, reclaiming your freedom. It's being morbidly obese is like being in a prison in your own body. There's a difference between being 100 pounds overweight and 2, 3, and so on. You know, it's the further along, the harder it is, and I believe the psychological damage that happens. You know, when you're into that super morbidly obese, you don't fit into anything. You can't buy clothes. I mean, it's just a long list, and it just makes you hate yourself. It really does. And, you know, and if you're somebody out there that sees this video and you're morbidly obese and you enjoy and you're happy with your life, more power to you. I mean, I wasn't, you know, and I know for a fact there's a lot of people out there that aren't. I know because I've talked to them. And that's why I share my story. Folks, I walked through the fire. I've been through a lot on this journey. And I'm at a point now where I give back. You know, I'm starting my own coaching services. Consider me more of your life coach. And I have some wonderful partners, that, you know, and I'll be sharing more of that with you. But folks, I want to be that person for you. I want to be that guy that you come to that helps you walk through the fire. Because make no mistake about it, when you're morbidly obese, you're in the fire. And you have to surround yourself with the right troops to come out of that battle. And it's a battle. And I call myself a life coach, because this is a life. There is no end. When you're an addict, and being obese, you're an addict, you have to build a new life. And that's what I'm all about, helping people build a new life through community, through nutrition, through training, whatever it is. And I'm all about adapting it for the person. You know, as we'll get into the different diet fads in future videos, I don't do that. I'm the type that wants to use what I've learned and the resources. And folks, I have some tremendous resources and people that are there to help me. And it's why I'm doing this video. Folks, I want to help you live. Live. You know, with everything going on in the world right now, I see, you know, with the, I know we have to be careful how we word it, but with, you know, the virus going around, folks, I see a lot of people are getting heavy. My neighbors, when I go out in the community, I see a lot of people getting really heavy. Folks, if you want to make it through this, you got to lose weight. Being overweight puts stress on your body, on your heart, your lungs, everything. You can't function healthy enough to combat it. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. Those are medical facts. So we got to turn this around, and I would be honored to help you on your journey. because that's what I do. I'm all about helping people on their journeys. You know, somebody I have to thank is my wonderful fiance, Amanda. Amanda, you know, you always loved me. You didn't care how big I was. It was all about how I viewed myself. And, you know, now that, honey, that, you know, I've become that guy at the gym that people come up to and ask advice from. That fitness guy, I always think of you. You have been there and you have held my hand through it all. And folks, let me tell you something about Amanda, and I can't wait. We're going to be doing a video with her, and Amanda's had a wonderful fitness journey and transformation. I've been honored and privileged to help walk her through. So, folks, that's what it's all about. It can be done. I'm just an example. Just an example. But we can do this, I promise you. If I can do this, and folks, I was a 500 plus pound man locked in his basement just shoveling food, washing down soda. If I can come back from that, I guarantee you can. It's all about community, the right people, putting the right people in your life, people who understand. And I would be very honored. If you're interested, you can email me at peter@alonetothelight.com. Also, you can check out my website and get more in my story at alonetothelight.com. You know, and do a free consultation. I would love to hear more. I'd love to hear your story. You know, feel free. You know, we're in for a ride, folks, and this is going to be fun. It's truly a ride. You know, since coming back from the gym, you know, to the gym and stuff, I've taken things to another level. People notice that, and it's you know, knowing people need help drives me. It's takes it out of being about me and makes it about you. And anything that I can do that I've learned to help you, because it's about you, it's not about me. This channel, this video is about you. I'm just the backdrop, the vessel, if you want to say. Well, I would be honored to walk you through your journey. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Anyhow, folks, this is Peter Costantino. Stay safe, stay healthy. Much love always.